guys, it's that time again. Which is better? And in this video, it's going to be an At the Gates, which is better special. So, if you're a fan of At the Gates, or if you're a fan of melodic death metal, or just curious, then this video is definitely for you. And it will be a case of To Drink from the Night Itself versus At War with Reality. So looking at To Drink from the Night Itself album, after 4 years, At the Gates give us the sequel to the album At War with Reality. And it contains absolute screaming and songwriting and producing, which is great. This album shows itself with a band that has grown as individual musicians and as a whole group. 12 epic songs that made this album, and it's one of the best, of course, that made these 4 years worth waiting. The opening track is epic, but at the same time it also warns you about what's on the horizon, and it will just push you right off your chair. And then the second track brings a homemade, powerful as could be melodic beat and riffage that is typical of At the Gates. And as it goes, you notice the album sounds similar to its previous At War with Reality due to its melodic oriented guitar playing and arrangements, which is great because that album is an incredible piece too. The album goes on, bringing in the perfect balance between brutal and melodic. Each musician has their own singular show of talent. The bass sounds deep and it just elevates the band's heaviness to absurd levels. The drums sound perfect as well. And Adrian's snare drum sounds like a rifle. I mean, it sounds pretty much perfect when you listen to it. Also in the album, you get guitar solos which are not that much common when it comes to At the Gates songs, but I just want to make special mention to the song Daggers of Black Haze. The groove beat asks for melodic solo, and that's what has been delivered to us. With a few notes and soulful phrasing, it sounds beautiful. With almost psychedelic atmosphere and tons of metal, this album brings comfort and rage sensations at the same time. The true evidence that fine art is not opposed to violent music. For sure, it's probably my favourite album by At the Gates, and it really is impressive work. Switching gears, we're going to look at War with Reality. This album plays out as a combination of elements from their preceding albums. And can this band still come across as interesting or fresh in a wash of sea of imitators? Yeah. Rather than cashing on the legacy of the album and essentially clone it, At the Gates have seamlessly blended the hooky catchiness of the album with the progressive elements on display on the album, such as Terminal Spirit Disease, with the darkness of With Fear I Kiss the Burning Darkness, and with the guitar work of flashes of aggressiveness reminiscent of The Red in the Sky Is Ours. The guitar work is flawless. Each riff, each note, every solo seems as if it was masterfully crafted with the attention to every finite detail. And there's an inherent perfection on this album in regards to the production, which somewhat takes away from the power of the wrist. It allows for each and every carefully forged detail of the music to shine though. This modern production doesn't even sound plastic at all. The most improved part of this album lies in the vocal work of Thomas Lindberg. On this album though, he sounds as if he's at his best. The raps are slightly lower and less strangled, and all around, even better sounding. It lends the album much more replay value than the previous albums, as it does not ever seem tiring or even painful to listen to. It also doesn't hurt that the lyrics are voiced sound the best that the band has ever done, which seems to be more mature, thought-provoking. Like for example, when you listen to the existential depression concepts on the classic album Slaughter of the Soul. All in all, the album is perfect representations of the band's sound over time, and a comeback record that more than holds its own weight in the band's discography. So yeah guys, let me know in the comments down below what you thought was the better album. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.